Hey guys, today's my day off and I decided to go to Harajuku today just to hang out and do something constructive today. So I'll be filming today about me going to Harajuku. It's my favourite place going there in my spare time simply because it's kind of my style when it comes to clothing, as well as it's a nice place to go to in general. Hey guys, I came back from Harajuku. I only went there for a short while because I've been there so many times now. I haven't seen anything new in Harajuku that I really want, or haven't seen any new cool places that I haven't seen in that area, but I did get a Totoro shirt, so it's a large, and I know it's really big, but it's going to be really good because I really like baggy clothes as like to wear to bed, or just in general just wearing baggy clothes rather than tight fitting clothes. As well, there wasn't any people. It was really less crowded because it's a Friday and most people are at work or at school or at university. I was just fortunate enough that I don't have classes on Friday, so it's really good because I can do weekend trips, but as well as it's less crowded, so it's not chock-a-blockers. If you ever go on the weekend, just be aware that there's heaps of people there and that it'll be really crowded and it's just stopping and starting and everyone is just going in and out, and it's really claustrophobic in some sense, especially on Sundays, simply because on Sundays a lot of people dress up and everyone's taking photos of them, which is really cool, but just be aware if you don't like crowded spaces. Go to Harajuku on the weekdays as well. On the weekdays, the people who are there are generally tourists or school children from like junior high, middle school, even high schoolers, so those are the only people who are there, so it's very quiet there. But as well as I'm going to talk about university, concerning about the Japanese mentality when it comes to university, so just be aware this is coming from a Westerner heading into university and surviving one semester over in a Japanese university. And this is going to be different to a Japanese perspective simply because of culture references. With Japanese universities, especially what I've come across, is that a lot of the Japanese nationals, especially professors or the admin staff, they try and make you feel guilty. So they try and make you feel guilty for either dropping in class or not doing well, or any other reason. They'll make you go on a guilt trip, so you generally feel bad if you fail something or you do something wrong. So they use the guilt trip mentality, where in Australia especially, we don't do that. It's simply the professors and the admin team, especially in Australia, saying, look, it's your own fault. Why should we give two hoots if you fail or don't show up? It's your own fault. We're going to treat you like an adult. Because I'm just sitting there saying, look, I need to drop this class or I need to add this class, and they'll make me feel really guilty and feel horrible that I want to pick up a class, or it's their error on their behalf or anything like that. They'll make me feel guilty, and when they're trying to do that and it's not taking effect on me, where I'm just staring at them saying, why are you saying that in saying I should feel guilty about anything, or when I try and argue with them saying, look, why can't you do this or that, or saying things like, why is your system like that, why isn't it flexible, they become hesitant and then they'll try and guilt trip me. And so far, touch wood, that none of my professors have guilt tripped me yet. Most of them are educated overseas, or they are foreigners who teach me, and they don't guilt trip me. And it's the same in Australia, where they don't guilt trip me. It's more of a, you're an adult and you are going to be treated like an adult, where it's your own fault for doing X, Y, and Z. While in Japan, it's more like, you're still a child, we're going to guilt trip you, and guilt tripping a 20-year-old in some cases is really, really annoying and very immature in my eyes. So it's really hesitant and really weird for me, and they get frustrated when it's not taking effect on me, where I've been brought up in an adult learning education system, and how I thought going to Japan is that they'll treat you like an adult, but because the legal age is different, in Australia it's 18, while in Japan it's 20, they don't treat you like an adult until, in some cases, they don't treat you like an adult until you get a job and you graduate. While in Australia, they treat you like an adult from your last year of high school, where in year 12, where most of us are attaining the legal age, and they'll treat us like an adult in a lot of cases where it's your own fault, or you're going to be held accountable for your actions. And in Japan, the weird thing is, they don't. So that's just my experience, and a heads up for those who are going to Japan, especially if you're in university, where you are going to be treated like a child in some cases. I'm not saying in all, but some cases they'll treat you like a child simply because that's their system and they like to guilt trip you.